everyone, this is KryptoSeoul Erica with this week's news. Last week, many viewers have showed their feedback, expressed their opinions. It was very positive and constructive, and this week I'll try my best to answer some of your questions that you had last week. So here we go. First, many of you have asked about how South Korean crypto projects have been doing lately. I know that a lot of people are curious about South Korea since the coronavirus hit very bad and the economy has not been doing very well, and the blockchain industry as well. And to be honest, a lot of activities have stopped, mostly offline, so you cannot really see a lot of events happening as other parts of the world. But yes, a lot of the crypto projects in South Korea have been minimizing their operations, marketing, and downsizing, even restructuring. Some of them have done a lot of M&A to survive. So it is a tough time for a lot of the projects out there. However, the main ones are still there, of course. Clayton, Icon, Paycoin, they're all there, and yeah, they're going strong. They're trying, Terra, of course, they're doing a lot of business development on their end, and that's not really out to the public, right? So I think they're doing a lot of internal business, a lot of operations internally. So that's why it's not really public and marketable. So on March 19th, so this is news about Clayton. As you probably know, Clayton is a subsidiary blockchain project of GroundX, which is a subsidiary company of Kakao. And everyone uses Kakao in Korea, so Clayton has received a lot of support and interest from the get-go. And lately, on March 19th, it released its wallet called KAIKAS with a K. And the wallet is used for web browsers like Chrome and Firefox, and it is like a MetaMask type wallet. So you can put Clay, their token, as well as other related tokens that use the Clayton blockchain. So it's used for that, but it's actually not their ultimate product, ultimate wallet that they want to release, which is called Clip with a K. And they're going to release Clip by Q2 of 2020. So it's coming pretty soon, about in a few months. And I heard the team is working very hard to make it work. And it's good news that they're bidding and they're making progress with their blockchain. And it's good to hear. Another thing is that the South Korean government, with its ministries, Ministry of ICT and NEPA, which is a government-run agency, so they're actually collaborating to fund blockchain projects. Yeah, it's been going on for last year as well, but I think it's continuing this year too, which is a good sign that it is still pushing for a lot of the technical projects in blockchain. So it's good news all in all, and I'll keep you updated if there's any more South Korean crypto projects that have exciting news to share. Another comment that a lot of people had was to share some of the virtual events that I know of and to recommend some. So first thing that comes to mind is the DeFi Summit. It's a virtual technical summit hosted by Dystopia Labs, which is a great friend of mine. And it's very focused on actually helping people to build DeFi products instead of just talking about it, and also help people start to use it. So it's a good guide to run through if you are a builder, also if you're a user, potential user. It's really helpful for you to get acquainted with DeFi services and products. So that's one thing that comes to mind. It's in May 1st and 2nd, and KryptoSeoul is a media partner. So of course, I think it really aligns well with our BUIDL spirits and philosophy. So yeah, this is one of the main events that I'm looking forward to in May. Also, I'm hosting a lot of virtual just catch-up calls here now and then, because I believe that these days, due to the coronavirus, a lot of people are stuck at home, they're quarantined or they're sick, and it's a good time to get reconnected, even I mean, even though we cannot meet one-on-one, but also we need to communicate and connect virtually as well. I think that's at least helpful to keep ourselves very not go mad. I think it's good for us in a healthy way. So I'm hosting one this week on the 26th. 9 o'clock PST. It's called Corona Cooler, to cool our minds and vent our anger towards this frustrating situation, and just sharing how we're coping with the entire frustrated minds. And for me, I play the piano all the time to gain peace of mind. But yeah, I'm eager to hear about your thoughts and your current situation. So I'm going to do that call probably every week. And last week we did a call with the Ethereum community people called Share and Care, and it went on for 7 hours. It was amazing. So everyone, Simona, Helena came as moderators, and we were taking turns, and it was really great to hear from people around the world, basically, parts of Europe, US, Asia, me. So it was great. So I think those type of events will still go on, and if there are any bigger events as well, I'll keep you updated. Next news is that Binance announces its $50 million Blockchain for India fund. Recently, Binance and India-based Bitcoin exchange WazirX, which Binance acquired in November 2019, they've announced that they're going to launch a new crypto fund in India. So it's going to invest and incubate the blockchain projects there, and hopefully it's going to spur a lot of activity in the ecosystem. And I believe that this news came after the Supreme Court lifted the ban on crypto, which I shared earlier. So this is great news for the ecosystem and for Binance as well. And I believe that Binance does a great job in global expansion and operations. So I believe that's going to be a win-win situation. So congrats. A new coronavirus stimulus bill is suggesting to create a new digital dollar for the US dollar and also digital wallets. This progressive bill was crafted by the House of Democrats, and recently it made a lot of suggestions to save the economy from this devastating loss. And markets are crashing these days, and the US government is trying really hard to save the economy, and it is drafting a lot of stimulus bills at the moment. And one of those has been involving this creation of a digital dollar and digital wallets, which is very refreshing to me. So what it involves is basically the Federal Reserve creates the dollar and the digital dollar and the digital wallet, and it designates who to send the money to. It has full control. It's not operated by a cryptocurrency project or distributed ledger, but the Federal Reserve takes 100% control over it. And for miners, it will send about $1,000 per each, and for adults, $2,000 per each. So it only sends to qualified individuals, as is said in the bill. Just the thought of it was very interesting. I think a lot of the blockchain industry people were very surprised to hear the news. In a pleasant way, and also maybe they thought it was unrealistic. It's a little too progressive. And this stimulus bill, it should be implemented right away, right? Because the economy is in dire need of any help at the moment. But the creation of the digital dollar and the wallets and the whole implementation process, it may take too much time. So some people think that's gonna be the detrimental factor of implementing this. So if you have any comments down below, please leave them down below, and I'm very eager to hear your thoughts about it, because I'm very torn about what to think of it. But I mean, in general view, I think it's a good step forward into getting into the digital currency era. So yeah, let me know what you think. So that's it for today, this week's news. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week with more exciting news, and see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.